Good morning, welcome back to American Truck Simulator. I'm David Steele and here's my truck. It's a Mack hour again, I know. I'm becoming quite the fan of the Mack hour. I already was a fan. But today's video, I'm going to be experimenting with the Detroit Diesel 6V92 series. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and just check my engine. Let me see, let's just search for 6V. So some of these belong to the stock Mack car, and some of them belong to a custom mod pack, engine pack that I use, right? So I guess that's a custom one, no, that one comes with the truck, that one comes with the truck too. Right, what I want to do today is see how well does a 1974 engine Mack, how well does a 1974 Detroit Diesel 6V92 work with a Mack 5-speed transmission. So let me see, what have we got here? We have got, these are inline 6s, so a 280, 300 and a 320. I mean, all you need in life is a 300 or 350 horsepower Mack. I'm gonna go with the top end one here, and the main reason for doing that is it's got the most torque. So this has got the best chance of being a successful trip. So I'm gonna go ahead and record what I'm doing down here in my database. So 890 foot-pounds of torque is not a lot. 320 horsepower is reasonable. That's more than we might expect from a Mack, potentially. I mean, I've run trips with 237 horsepower, not really big deal, and it's going to be a 1078 is the main transmission that we're going to be using today, and I've added a number to the Steele Productions Engine Pack. I'll put a link to that down below, shameless plug. I was playing around with a 355 final drive, which, what do I estimate? I made a note of this. 55 to about 1600 revs, but I think again, to give the truck the best chance of having a successful drive like this, I'm going to use the stock transmission here. That's the 3.87 final drive, and that's something I should just at least talk about briefly. When I'm testing an engine, I'm testing the automated shift points. I try and use the stock gearboxes that particular truck came with. And the main reason for doing that is, you know what, if I fit a crazy transmission, if I fit a 4-speed auto with a 2.29 final drive, so it's really tall, and use it with this engine, that's kind of more on me than on the engine. Alright, well, stock 5-speed transmission, there's no retarder included on there. I'm just going to run with that. And a 320 horsepower, 890 foot-pound torque engine. Now, anything else I want to do to the spec of this truck? No, I kind of like the look that we've got going on here. Okay, let's do that. Oh yeah, we have our own trailer today, but a little bit of damage, not so much. I think I'm going to reduce the trailer. It's great for heavy haul and everything, but I don't particularly think I want such a long trailer. I could just dismiss it and buy another one, but I don't feel like doing that because I've sort of customized the wheels and stuff to go with what I've been driving around in. I can use this to haul 70,000 pounds of cargo, so my gross vehicle weight is 130,000 pounds. I think I may well just take a look at that. What other trailers do I have? Could be close to where I am. So trailer manager, let's see, so vertical bottom dumper TP double. What have we got that's similar? I've got a horizontal one that's kind of similar. I just have to buy one. Oh, here we go, here's one. Alright, so let's go here. So this is the trailer manager in the game. Fantastic. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to copy the configuration for the service instructor. I just want to change it. can't I paste it? That's a shame. Okay, well, the other thing you can do is you can buy a trailer. You can buy a trailer based on what you currently have, so my fleet configurations. These are all the trailers I own in a variety. Wow, I've got quite a few. Let me see. It's close to that one. Alright, so that's the trailer I've currently got. I don't need it to be quite as glamorous as that. Let's see, can I do a double or a single? I'm going to go with a single. Seems a little short. It seems a little short. Yeah, we want a longer one than that. Okay. Well, yes, we've got 40 feet or 45 feet with 3 axles. Now that is going to have changed. Yeah, that has. So I'm going to have to reconfigure the wheels. Okay, I want one with the color. That's a progress rim, I think it's called. It's progress. Yeah, it even shows that I was using progress. What tire was I using? It shows that. Okay, well at least it helps me out by showing me what I was using with a little tick box, which I completely missed there. Or did I? No? Okay, it did for one of them, not for the other. What's this real fender? I think I had the exclusive one because we're worth it. Let's do that. Do I have anything on the front? Paint or aluminium or aluminum? Don't think I need either of those. No, don't need it. What's this? Mud flaps? Exclusive, okay. Rear mud flaps is set anyway. What's the trailer back? Standard or exclusive? Standard. I guess I prefer the round aesthetic. Alright, well I think that's pretty much where I wanted to be. So we'll go ahead and confirm that. We'll go ahead and we'll buy that. And then, it's a shame. I am not at a dealership where I can have it. Alright, let's go to Moab. Yep, I do. And then what we're going to do, go to my trailer manager, zip down to this one I've just bought. It's in Moab, like so. Won't let me use it, so I guess I've got to dismiss this one. Say goodbye. Okay, and then go to here. TP double. Is that the double additional weight one? No, missed. Configure. Turnpike double. That's why. Okay. My bad. And go ahead and use it. So go ahead and spawn it. Yep, spawn at Moab. Great. And I'm now going to do that little wheeze where if you fast travel to the garage in question, quick travel even, you get attached to your the trailer. There we go. Let's see if it's worked. It should have done. Okay. So this should be running the Detroit Diesel 6V92 with a, did they go for 300 horsepower? 320 horsepower, my bad. Good job, I made a note. A 890 foot-pounds of torque. I'll go ahead and raise the third axle there. I don't need that down right now. Okay, let's go ahead and start up. Yeah, that's the 6V92. Okay, so let's put the parking brake on. Go into here. Let's see what cargo have we got to take. So should be plenty around. Should be. Let's see. What have we got? That's kind of a heavy cargo. 50,000 pounds. That's a bit more than I maybe wanted to take. That's scrap metal. Is 46 is not exactly light. Yeah. Okay. We'll take some stones to price. That's only 117 miles. It's kind of that will give me a good feel. I think it's a bit of a heavy cargo to be hauling with this kind of power plant. This might be a lot. I could save £5,000 by taking excited soil. That might be a sensible option. Coastline to coastline. Why would you take soil from coastline to coastline? Or Rock Springs, that's a very twisty looking route. And it's an urgent delivery, that would be a struggle. Alright, well let's do this one. 45,856 pounds. So 45,856 pounds. Oh, 856. Mistype there. 856. What I have down here is an Android tablet that I've used for my data sheet. I have almost 5,200 trips recorded here. It's very useful for when I'm testing an engine, because I've got to test 7, 8, 9 different versions, and I get bored of using the same engine, the same gearbox. Let's go ahead with this one then. So 45,856 pounds. Yep. Okay. Got myself a Spanish voice navigation system today, and I could do this in manual, but to start off with, we're going to go ahead and do it in automated. Just make sure everything's where it needs to be. Check that. Yep. It's my little Stream Deck button box. Okay, so here we go. Well, we've moved off okay. That's a good sign. Now, if I did this using manual transmission, I'd be shifting up very close to the governor. But we're going to let the automated see if we can tackle this. I would expect it to struggle just a little bit, because we're asking an engine designed to work with 10, 9, maybe 9 on the fuel squeezer, or 10 gears with just half that. Right, up to this dark SUV thing. Wow, it's struggling, and there's a turnback double coming up. Okay, let's go. A little sensitive on the steering there, but well, so far we haven't crashed. We're getting out of his way, which is good. Eventually. Of course, I'm wary of saying we haven't crashed so far while looking behind me is not really sensible. Okay, what's my fuel? 3/4. Okay, got plenty of fuel. And where are we going? Is it quite far? Oh, it's miles away. Well, it'll be fine. It's a good test if nothing else. Alright, I want to use the left-hand lane up here. Where do you think you're going, sunshine? Okay, I think with the magic of YouTube, I am going to just go ahead and jump right to my destination. So I'll be right back. Okay, here we are. That was a fairly uneventful trip, if you don't mind breaking the law a few occasions. Let's go ahead and just back this up into the spot now. One nice thing about the Mack 5-speed transmission is that it only has one reverse gear, and the 6-speed Mack has 5 reverse gears, and that's a pain to both use, set up, and you know, just handle basically. We don't have to worry about that today. Just one single reverse gear to mess this up, despite having the cheat of third-person perspective. I believe the game will alter. What am I doing? I believe the game will, I tutted again, the game will automatically lower my third axle. That's probably why my cargo can be so heavy. I shouldn't have gone with the 45-foot one. What's there? Shit back just a little bit. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and shut down. Oh, that's the light switch, you numpty. Shut down, and let's get this cargo loaded. How long is it going to take? 10 minutes. Wow. Well, that's good. Well, at least things haven't cooled down so much. So what's it doing now? So, yep, 45856. We have 200 miles to go. It reckons we will take 3.5 hours to do it. We'll see, because this may be quite a challenge. Moving off from rest, it's a little limited. Once it gets going, it's okay, but wow, if that's not sluggish off the line. So let's talk about my expectations today. I think that this is going to do it fine. Moving off from rest is going to be the biggest challenge. We only have 890 foot-pounds of torque to play with. And yes, we've got super short gearing, but we're going to need it. And there's a reason why those 10, those 13 speeds have got such a lot of, such a short first gear. So what I think's going to happen, I'm going to try and be as immersive as I can here driving it. What I think is going to happen is we're just going to struggle. So there's someone coming here, another car coming. Another one after this. 2. You can still see the train. It must be a different train. It's not that long, right? Okay. There's a truck here, so it might be clear after the blue Freightliner. I think it is. No, there's a red van. Now it might be clear. Right. Okay. I think we're good. Well, kind of good. Okay, so that is full beans, and yeah, it's going to burn out your clutch. Now, I think once we're on the move, we're going to be okay. It says, let's just check that the axle's dropped. Yes, it is. Okay, there we go. So I'm in 4th gear at 22 already. Alright, fair enough. And it's shifting me up to be about 1200. Now, I think I've programmed this to aim for 1300, but it may not let me do that. It may not have enough revs, or it's entirely possible that I put it in at 1200 as the minimum engine speed for the higher gears. Oh, actually, with only 5 gears, 5th gear is probably not considered a fully high gear. Well, it's doing 35 at 1100. Let's turn the lights on. Okay, just over 1100 revs at 35 miles an hour. That is 150, 200 RPM below the peak torque. So it's not producing 890 foot-pounds. That said, it'll be close to. Let's drop the speed to 30 for this corner. I'm a little wary of how the truck's going to handle with this cargo. He's done okay with 70,000 pounds on a double. Okay, let's get myself up to 50 if I can. I'm going to turn left again at the top. That's not going to be a fun turning, and I bet you it's a stop sign. So 1850, maybe that's 19. And it's still not shifting up. I'm going to kill the cruise control. Let's not necessarily burn all my diesel in this one trip. Let's just give the engine a bit of a chance to not overheat. I don't think it will overheat. It's not particularly damaged. Yeah, and then the brakes are. Well, they're okay. There we go. Okay, my oil temp's 196, that's fine. I tend to find that the simulation game is set up such that the higher your revs, the higher the temperature is going to be. And so with something like this, 55 is about 1800 revs. I think my governor is about 63, 64 miles an hour, which means if I'm going to aim for 65, I'm probably not going to reach it. And I'm also going to run my oil pretty warm. Truck is 1% damaged. It's not a big deal, but as your engine wear goes up, your engine damage goes up especially, you find it runs warmer. If it runs too warm, it can seize. It appears to be the model, or it can just not want to start. So hopefully we won't reach that today. I'd have to hit something. No, I do have a realistic traffic mod running, and that seems to be kicking AI traffic's butt because we're still here. That was a little frustrating. It's a lot frustrating. Okay, let's get my windows up. I've got the foot all the way down to the floor because I really want to basically get up to speed as quickly as I can, which might be measured in hours, maybe. Because straight away we're not accelerating, and I've turned cruise on. I could force it to downshift. That's not going to help. Let's go back here. So set my cruise to 45. Let's put it at 55 and hope for the best. So yeah, like I say, I'm expecting that once this thing gets going, I was hoping once it gets going it'll be okay. But maybe I'm wrong. I mean, this engine rather, was not designed for a 5-speed transmission. It's designed more for a classic, so, like I say, a 9-speed. And we're forcing it to use a Mack 5-speed box. I'm sure this Detroit diesel is going to hate every minute. The recommendation for the 6V96 is do not lug this engine, and that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm lugging it. So maybe it'll pull the trip, but longevity will suffer. I'm losing speed again. The Mack Maxidyne engines designed for a 5-speed transmission are a pretty impressive accomplishment. I know that modern stuff can also do it too. That's great. The modern Mack. Okay, yes, the modern Mack MP7 and MP8 as the Maxidynes will do it. Now, if I don't have to stop, this is going to make my life much easier. This Prius can stay put because I don't mind the Prius in real life, just in the game. Alright, so that's nailed it. So I really want to see this thing go to 2100 revs and maybe hold it rather than try and shift up. It's 18 miles an hour. Not going to go any quicker. Yep, okay, there we go. We're now bleeding speed. Let's tell people we want to merge. Check my mirror. I think he was saying 3.5 hours to complete this trip. It might be close to 5. Okay, merge here. Wow. Tap resume on my cruise. Take me back up to 55 eventually. I'll see if I can go a little quicker, but right now I don't think that's really going to be a possibility. Wait, is that saying I've only got 3 hours till I have to take a break? And I've got... Yes, it is. So, that little tablet stuck on just underneath just this side of my sunshade gives me 2 hours 41 left in this trip. And next to it is 2 hours 55, and that's how long it is till I gotta take a break. So, I am cutting that real close. I'm gonna just try and push this thing along to 65. Got up to 55 fairly well, but I think I was going down a hill. So, coming down a hill, let's see if we pick up speed and get up to 65. I mean, we should, right? And we've got to turn off. Okay, that's frustrating. Let's kill the cruise. Signal right. I'm going to use the speed brake to kill a bit of speed. The engine brake, I should say. Now I've got a giveaway sign here, but I see traffic on the bridge, so I think that's going to suck. On the service brake, the engine brake. Oh, what do you know? Good. Okay. Back on the cruise. I'm going to hit 65 again. I'm just going to stretch for it. It's an ambitious stretch target for this section, and you short shifted and you shouldn't have. Do I really need to program? Yes, my controls vibrated. Do I really need to program my gear shift points to cope with a Mack 5 speed? Because it's failing it right now. A couple of tweaks would probably fix that. You let it stretch to the governor in the lower gears and then raise your high gear RPMs a little bit. That might do it. And it's not like it's not gonna not benefit from having governor engine speeds, because this screaming Jimmy, as we Scots might call it, this engine likes to be revved. Oh, needs to be revved. Okay, action here. Please don't come along a wreck. Okay, that's a pretty intimidating looking gradient I'm looking at right here. Let's see, we're almost at 60. So 1900 revs, there we go, that's 60. Let's see if we have to change down once or twice up this gradient. Still 1900, speed still 60. I can hear it losing speed. Okay, yep, there you go, the revs. And all the while, the engine is heading towards peak torque, which is good, because as we drop the speed, its ability to accelerate is kind of increasing. 1400 revs, I'm getting close to having to shift down. 1350, almost to 13, so now at peak torque, and from this point torque's dropping off. And so unless we're cresting the hill, which we pretty much are, if you don't shift down, your ability to accelerate becomes, it's just reduced more and more and more. We pulled that off without downshifting, so credit, hands up to the engine for coping with that. But that was close. Had that cargo been a little heavier, we might not have done that. And we're still slowing down. Well, no, we're kind of like holding speed at 40. The limit did change to 60. I'll just tap my cruise down to 60 to reflect that as well. Straight ahead, there goes my tiredness yawn, and I have 6 minutes of leeway here. 1 hour 43 to get to my destination, and 1 hour 49 before I go take a break. So for the 37th video in a row whilst driving the Mack in the snow, or not in the snow, or with the 6V92, I am running late, and this isn't even an urgent delivery. Check my temps. My mileage is going to be pretty poor, but I don't expect my mileage to be amazing. Come off the power. Yeah, in fact, I'm overhauling. Taurus. That's what I'm overhauling. A few videos ago, maybe it was the last one, I couldn't remember what this particular car was called. It's a Taurus. So we're coasting along merrily, but only doing 40. And I'm losing time relative to the clock, relative to where I want to be at to deliver this cargo. So even with a clear run, I would be struggling, but right now there's 3 minutes in it, because this double is doing 40. Please turn off. Fine, everyone just get out of my way. Yep, now a minute in it. That's because of accelerated time built into the game. Oh, brake. More braking. Okay, he did turn off, but I lost 25 miles an hour. So everyone get their calendar out. Let's see when I'm going to get back to 60. Alright, so I've nailed it. My foot is all the way down. My controller is all the way squeezed. Whatever you want to say is your input. Yep, I'm now 3 minutes late. Anticipated to be 3 minutes late. Time for some more water. I'm jolly thirsty. Puts itself in top gear at 36, and then we really do, I guess, labour this engine. We're asking the engine to provide a lot of acceleration when it's not able to produce that much power. I'm kind of feeling the need to forcibly downshift or just put it in manual mode. But I'm just going to keep it going. Please don't pull me in to be weighed. It will add 30 minutes to my trip. The limit's dropped into 55 and I'm still not even at 60. Stay where you are, bus. Just in case he felt like moving out. Alright, I don't know. Yeah, I shouldn't get asked to pull in here to be weighed, which is good. But if there's one here, I bet you there's one just a little further. And there's not. Okay. And highway number 6, it looks like it's a fairly clear run to get to where I need to be, but I'm still not at 55. So the question is, if I had a 12-speed Mack transmission, or an Eaton Fuller 13, or a 10, or even a 15 or an 18 speed, would I have not been late? And I think I still would be late. It'd be easier to keep the thing in its power band, and I just about hit. Okay, so I've hit 55, which is great. I want to tap up to 65. Let's try and pick up a little bit of speed and keep hold of it up this hill. Yeah, I barely could speed. Right back down to 49, dropping to 45. It's merged left. My limit's gone to 60, but it's doing 40. I suppose all things said and done, I mean, it is maintaining fairly well progress. I mean, what did I expect with not even 900 foot-pounds of torque? And 320 horsepower is fine. Really, to be fair, I should do the same trip with an E6 or an EM6, and possibly you know, the non-L EM6. So the Maxidyne without that massive boost to low down torque. So I get up to 60, but I got to slow down because this tanker ahead of me, bulk feeder, is driving slowly. Right. Use the engine brake. Not going to complain about the sound that this thing makes, though. Okay. Well, here's a turning. Oh, oops. So that's what happens when you accidentally hold a button down too long and you trigger the e-brake, parking brake. Yeah, that was awkward. We didn't crash though. Guess there's that. I am, yes, I'm late. I'm 17 minutes out and I'm out of time. So my shift is in theory should be finished now. I should be drawing to a close. I should pull over and stop. But for the sake of 15 minutes now, I'm not going to. What was it saying? 3 hours 30 when I set off. We'll see how long it took me. And I wondered, would it be 5 hours? It may be closer to 4.5. Okay, here's my turning. It's getting dark, so a little hard to see. Pretty aggressive on the brakes there. And it's supposed to stop here. Is this a private railroad? It might be. Let's listen for a train. Don't see one. Yeah, all good. And of course there we have the penalty of stopping. Is okay, just clutch engagement torque is so low. Get those windows up. Are my lights even on? Yeah, they are. Okay, just checking. Okay, so we'll turn right here. Go. Yeah, I know exactly why it looks like my lights aren't on, because this sunset, though beautiful, is like I can't see nothing. Right, turn into here. Gotta keep the speed going. This is a rough road, so this might damage something. I'm doing 25. I'm sure it's gonna be fine. Yeah, let's let the speed bleed off. Optimistically thinks that 40 would be a suitable speed down here. Oh no, 40 is the speed limit. So I'm delivering a lot of soil to a farm. Okay. Alright, let's... I'm not late on the trip, on the delivery, which is good, just late on my shift. So where do they need it? Up here. Okay. Again, we got to move off. There we go. Next to this. Okay. That doesn't look too difficult. I don't think I can get through with pulling through. No, I can't get. I was going to say, can I get through with pulling around the barn? But I don't think I can. I'm going to try this in the cabin. Not sure how well it's going to work, but we'll try it. Wait. I've got a bad feeling about this. Okay, come on. Point it towards the where I want it to go. Yeah, it's really struggling to move off as well. I'm nowhere, not even close to where I want my... I'm just so badly out of practice with it. My sense of perspective and spatial awareness is just not there right now. Alright, let's try that again, shall we? Okay, that's looking much... That's what I wanted to be seeing earlier. It's looking much more like it. Oh, no, wrong way. That's it, that's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. Am I going to run into that now? No, maybe not. Try and straighten it up, though. That view's not a bad one. Oh yeah, see even then, I mean that's straightening things up. I guess it's close to where I want it to be. I'm snaking everywhere. And is my truck gonna touch this? No, I think I'm okay. And somehow it thinks that that's in the spot. Not gonna argue that. Okay, well, that'll do me. Let's go ahead and shut down and we'll disconnect. So, okay, so we covered 196 miles. I'll feed this into my spreadsheet because I don't think that's particularly great. Miles per gallon and 39.9 gallons, so not even 5 miles per gallon. I don't think that that's unrealistic from what I've read. It may be a little low, but it's kind of a short trip. And it's short gearing, and good grief if every time I had to move off it's 3 gallons just thrown out the window with black soot as we overfuel the engine to try and get the torque to get it off the line. If you like what you've seen, you know what to do. You can subscribe as well, I'm cool either way. If you didn't like it, let me know. Tell me if you think it sucked, that's fine. I mean, obviously it kills me inside, but I'll be fine, one way or the other. Hope that you enjoyed today's drive, as always. Screaming Jimmy, the 6V92. This is a bit of a not really official test for this. As I do this, it's pretty close. So I have a range from 250 up to 350 horsepower. 10-20 foot-pounds of torque is the peak torque. The lowest is I think 740 or 780. It's not much torque at the bottom end. It works fairly well with the Mack R. Prefer a Mack engine with that, I guess we would do. So look out for that update coming soon. And thanks so much for watching, everyone. See you in the next one. Goodbye.